Lancey Foux will break the music industry. With sold-out tours across the US and the UK and being treated as a major celebrity when he goes to China, performing to thousands of people, as well as major American artists constantly expressing how much they love him. None of this adds up to Lancey's streaming or social media numbers. But this is why this story is so interesting and why Lancey Foux is breaking the music industry. Lancey has been pioneering more than a sound. He's been pioneering a mentality, and over the past 5 years, the world has become more and more obsessed with numbers and hype, and Lancey has been very vocal that he hates this. This is something a lot of artists claim to agree on, saying that they don't care about the numbers, it's all about the music. But when we look at their rollouts, it doesn't line up, with a huge focus on the numbers. But in Lancey's case, he is living his truth and has been for some time now. Lancey knows that followers and streams don't equal impact, and this has been his sole focus over the past few years. Impact. In marketing, numbers are used to create hype and excitement around an artist and make the audience feel like they matter. But it's a dangerous game because when the hype dies down, so does the fan base. So what does Lancey do so different that is having such an impact? Real life impact and relationship. Whether it's Playboy Cardi, Kanye West, Lil Yachty, Skepta, Ken Carson, Sexy Red, Quang Face, Unknown T, 070 Shake, Kate Tronada, or 24 Golden, Lancey builds relationships with people in a genuine way and creates music he loves with them. In fact, if you were to look at the star-studded list of people Lancey has released songs with, you will see that he really doesn't overhype any of them. He just puts the music out and moves on to the next thing. And this is the same for his relationships with the industry across both fashion and music. Lancey spends time, shows love, and gets to know people on a personal level, so that the people that support him regardless of his hype or numbers. They just like him for who he is and the music he makes. And this is essentially the same approach he's taken with his fans. Lancey's fan base is very unique, and this is what makes it so powerful. They care about music, fashion, and authenticity, and they don't really care about how big his songs are, and this is what makes the fan base so valuable. They are solely excited about his music, because that is all that Lancey focuses on. And over time, this will manifest into two things. One, a huge audience of real engaged fans, but also will set a trend and example of how the next generation of artists will build their audiences, which will in turn completely reshape the music industry. Lancey Foux has the same level of longevity that Skepta has. Skepta chooses when he wants to be in the limelight and when he doesn't. Sometimes he drops projects out of the blue, and sometimes he does huge campaigns around them. But the power stays in Skepta's hands because his core audience is so authentic. Because Lancey has built his audience a similar way and also has such a huge network, it is literally only a matter of time before he has major hit records like Praise the Lord. The difference is that he's not chasing them. They will come organically, and when this does happen, Lancey will completely break the music industry, especially in the UK. But what is it that he's doing so different that makes everything connect? Lancey does a lot of shows and uses his shows to exhibit the world he has created. He also has a lot of people who shoot his shows, create vlogs and content online, and this also helps spread his culture to new fans in a word-of-mouth style of way. He also is very clear about his story, his origins, and how he wants to be connected with, and this sets a standard and example that allows people who really get what he's building to relate and connect with him on a deeper level. Because Lancey refuses to conform to any music industry norms, people gravitate towards him because his music and brand is undeniable, but he doesn't play the game that everyone else is willing to play. And I believe this is why he's friends with so many great artists and will set a trend for the next generation of artists coming up who also have unique styles that don't fit into the traditional sound we expect from the UK rap industry.